All right, quick video of our Airbnb here in Dalyan. It's actually been like the best Airbnb we've had in Turkey, I won't lie. So let me show you. This is just the entryway here. As you come in, there's a nice spot to rest your shoes, and then he had actually those disposable slippers for us, and then a nice place to hang your coats and purse and such. And then just to the right of the entryway is the restroom here. This is honestly one of the reasons this was the best Airbnb is because this was the cleanest restroom. The shower was actually the cleanest of all the restrooms we've seen in all of our Airbnbs here. So it's a pretty modern setup, modern toilet setup there. Gets a little dank in here, but there's a window you can pop. There's not a vent fan. And then, you know, your vanity and such there, a little sink. Just here, there's Rachel.
Hi.
A little mirror so you can be vain there. And then here's the room, a little wardrobe with a few hangers and some storage space at the base. I think that actually folds down to into a bed. And then these two beds were actually spread apart and the dresser was between them. We did opt to push them together. So when you arrive, if you rent this place, those will most likely be separated. There was a nice patio, which I was surprised. I don't even remember if that was pictured. The patio overlooks the neighbor's yard and the backyard of this residence itself. And it's just a bunch of other residential homes here, so there's not too much noise. So the bedroom itself and the main common area, the kitchen living room area, has also a ductless AC unit. So you can see there and here, they both have a ductless AC unit, so the place cools fairly rapidly and heats fairly rapidly. We never did turn on the television, so I couldn't tell you if there was any American television or what's going on with that, or cable or anything. But the living room was nice. It had these two couches and then just this dining area and a nice wraparound bit of windows, which today it's a little gray, but in fact it's been really sunny, so it was very nice. The kitchen area here is basic. There's a stovetop, couple 4 setup burner, and then the dishes were just enough for us to cook small meals. It was nothing grand, but we were able to do what we needed to do, and there was a nice set of plates and cups and bowls and things of that nature, a kettle, which is always nice, and then a full-size fridge, which is even nicer because a lot of these rentals here you'll find have this small mini fridge. So yeah, it was very clean when we checked in. There was no issues with the power. There was no issues with the water. The water is heated by a solar water heater, not like solar panels that generate power to run a hot water heater. Like water is in tubes on the roof, and the sun heats those water-filled tubes, and then that's how the water is. So like on a day like today, you're not going to get the hottest water. But on sunny days, it's pretty piping. So the water is iffy if it's going to be warm or not. But other than that, we've had no issues. It's been really nice. The host was very friendly. He checked us in later one day. I think we drove like 3 hours to get here, and it was like 8 or 9. He actually lives in the unit just next door. They were incredibly quiet. There was one night when some guests checked in and they were like partying later, and I heard him like go down and tell them to be quiet, and then the next morning they were just gone. So I don't know if he kicked them out or not. So he really takes pride in his unit and keeping a quiet place. And he also brought us some like Turkish like fried bread with cheese in it. I forget exactly what the Turkish name is, but I thought that was very nice. And so overall, I would recommend staying here, and I'll leave the link in the description. And thanks for coming along and checking out the Airbnb.